you like it.
We have poetry and memoir next, and I know we want to keep the mic up here. Do we want to push this? Okay, as we go to push this back, you'll notice what time is it? It's 11 o'clock, right? What time does it say on this agenda? 11 o'clock, exactly. We want to make sure things are run on time, because I know folks each wants to
very long and monotonous to mow. Your parents bought the deal. A house, 2 cars, 2 kids, a dog, their own backyard. The city stoops and voids were all too real. Depression had a different meaning then. And so they fled to give you all the things they never had. A bike, new clothes, tuition without loans. And yet you only thought of leaving. How don't?
I'm going to read to you called The Things You're Not Supposed to Say. The things you're not supposed to say. 1. I love you, pick you, climb the cupboards for you, expect only and always the everything from you. Why not? Had you picked the right door, there it would be. Pills and pestle, mortar and thyme, mulled cider. 2. You're too small for me, too strong for me, too kind for me to bark. You whistle Fugazi at dinner. You know me of my shadow, childhood. Burn the house down, find the rat in the sumac. 3. This is done, kaput, finished, finito. The lasso of sincerity punctuates this sentence. My love, leave the lingerie alone. Chew on the sweet cinnamon memory stick. Wonder the mustard seed.
Tennessee, it's a poisoned air, heavy with ash, swallows you. Your lungs, devoured by disease, leave you barely any breath, make your voice tenuous as a floating leaf. Yet your words slice into me, doctor, 3 to 6 months. The starkness of this makes me yell at my kids' interruptions, your laughing chatter. Tell me, how do you continue, deal with making dinner, a billion phone call for a credit card, balancing your checkbook? How do you ignore the howl of the shadow crouched in the corner? Its sour, clotted breath as ragged as yours. Its musky smell as it prowls behind you. Laughing, you tell me after you moved, your utensils hid beneath the mask of life.
So my goal in this class was to do pink flowers. So the whole time for 2 weeks, that's the one thing I did is pink flowers. This was my first one, and I was a little scared. I'm very good at drawing, but scared of mixing colors and adding texture and create some sort of like a dimension in the painting. So it really opened my mind and my eyes, and I stepped out of the box. I did a lot of mixing, which doesn't show in here, but I did a lot of mixing.
This is my first, my second, my third, and I would say that over the course of the 2 weeks in this wonderful class with Ted, probably the biggest thing that happened to me was that I lost some of my fear. And I think that the fear manifested itself here initially. And I had like the faintest little, tiny little strokes of color. And I I thought pretty much I was finished. And then Kit let me know that like I could apply color. I could actually use color, and also that when I worked on it more and more, it got better. This I did very quickly yesterday.
Okay, can you tell me your name?
My name is Stephen.
No, you can look at me. You can look at me.
My name is Stephen Pittman. It's spelled S-T-E-V-E-N. Pittman. P as in Paul. I-T-T-M-A-N.
And tell me what your profession is.
I am a music teacher in the Newark Public Schools.
Okay. Is this your first time in an ATI program?
This is the very first time that I have been in an ATI program. I heard about it. I said, this is something I want to do, and I had the opportunity, I had the free time available this summer, so I did it.
Tell me, how has it been?
It was great. It was a great way for me to refresh, to retool my skills and to get better at what I do.
What kind of advantage, or tell me what kind of advantage the youngsters that you teach will have as a result of your experiences here?
Oh, there was a wealth of knowledge that I gained here. Working with my professor, Hector Morales, we learned more about technology and how to use it in the classroom. And I will be using it in my classroom starting in September. More music technology and the skills that I learned over the summer.
Now, as you know, so many schools are cutting back the arts programs. What would you say to your school system, the New York school system, if they were to think about really cutting back dramatically?
Well, people that have music do better at everything. Cutting back the arts programs will only hurt. And it will hurt the students' test scores. It'll hurt everything. Music encompasses everything. You have to. It's math. It's English. It's reasoning. It's everything. Music will only help. You can't cut music. That's a bad thing.
Arts Horizons, which actually helps raise the funds for this kind of program, very much believes in maintaining and growing the arts in the schools. For somebody who is looking at this video, what would you say to somebody who is thinking about donating to an organization like Arts Horizons that runs an ATI program?
You are helping the children. You are helping finance what really people are tending to cut these days. It's helping to keep the arts alive. When I was a kid, I had music in my classroom. I learned to play my instrument. And because I learned to play my instrument, now I'm a professional musician. All my friends are professional musicians. And any professional musician that you see now, ask them where they learned to play their instrument. 90% of them will say they took it in school. And that's where it started. So you must fund it.
Hold on just 1 second. Can you just tell me your name, please, and what you do?
My name is Leslie Cleveland, and I'm a dance educator in the Newark Public Schools.
Okay. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about this program. Is this your first time?
This is my first experience at ATI, and I absolutely had a ball. After the first hour of class, I was so excited. I am not computer savvy, and my first class was music technology for the 21st century.
Can I ask, what will you now bring back to the students that you teach in Newark?
My children are not only going to be choreographers, they will now be composers. We're going to go to the computer lab, and they're going to put their tracks down. They're going to create an original score. Then we're going to take it to our dance classroom, and they're going to choreograph. Then we're going to write lyrics, so we incorporate the literacy component. I can't wait to infuse technology, music into my dance class.
Now, as you may know, ATI is a Arts Horizons funded and supported organization. If you were talking to people who were on the bubble about whether or not to contribute, donate, support the arts, and support this kind of program, what would you say to those people?
Please, I beg you, when teachers learn, their students will learn. If you give no professional development to the aspiring teachers who care, who have passion about children, they can't participate in a program like this, then their children don't benefit. So this is a worthy program. Please give, because I look forward to coming back next year, and I hope to be the ambassador for Newark Public Schools, because right now we have 4 teachers that are in this workshop, and I hope to get an abundant number next year.
Don't you go anywhere.
Okay.
Can you tell me your name, please? No, you're not looking at the camera, you're looking at me.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Ronna Gilbert.
And tell me what you do?
I am a teacher in the Newark district,
Okay.
and I teach. I'm a special ed teacher and an inclusion history teacher.
Don't look at this
Okay, I'm
camera.
trying not to.
That's okay. Just look at me.
Okay.
Listen. Is this your first time in coming to a program like this?
My first wonderful time. Yes.
Tell me about your 2 weeks here.
I might start crying because I know it's coming to an end. But this was the epitome of narcissism, something I've been wanting to do for so many years. Getting back to what I love most, making art. And when I found out that Eileen Fody was working here and teaching a course, one of the best master printmakers that I've ever encountered. It's a rare moment when you can work with a teacher that is also a technical genius in the medium you love so much. She was able to look at my vision of what I was doing and guide me in the right process, and I will be indebted to her forever and try to work with her again whenever I can, because she is my saint.
Tell me, when the arts is being, the arts are being cut so drastically in so many schools, how important was it for you to retool your skills?
I'm an artist that teaches history, and history can be a very dry subject for a lot of young students. I teach 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th graders. A lot of children don't want to be in that class. When you can incorporate the arts and make history come alive through their vision and their knowledge, it makes it a whole different learning experience for them. I become motivated to teach them. They become motivated for every new subject in history that's being introduced. What are we going to do with this subject is their question. And I've learned some incredible techniques to incorporate in things like teaching the apartheid. I mean, that's a perfect situation for making posters, printed posters. Eileen has taught us such easy techniques, expedient techniques, and inexpensive ways. I don't need a huge budget for the students to produce masterpieces, so to speak, that we can display and they can be very proud of. Being a special ed teacher, not every student can read all the material fluently or understand it, but they can understand how what they've learned can be turned into something they can express. And
let me ask a question surrounding that. This program is really Arts Horizons, aTi. Arts Horizons struggles each year, as most art-based nonprofit organizations. What would you tell somebody who is on the fence as to whether or not to invest in a program like Arts Horizons, and hence, and I'm going to ask you again, if you could just tell me, what would you tell a potential donor to somebody, because all of this stuff is subsidized, so it won't be the burden on you guys. So
right.
What would you tell somebody?
aTi is an amazing gift. Not to take advantage of this incredible program with experts and camaraderie from other teachers, the kind of camaraderie you don't experience in a regular school year, where everybody's hustling to get their grades done, to get their classes done, to teach the material that each student needs to be taught. This is This is enriching your soul to be a better teacher. This is priceless at any price. So if you think you need a new outfit for the summer or a new pair of shoes, they don't mean anything. Put your few dollars into this, because even the price that it costs now, with all the subsidizing, is a small drop in the bucket compared to the enrichment you walk away with. You feed your soul as an artist, you feed your soul as a teacher. I've never experienced anything like this in all of my years, my many, many years of teaching, or my many years of being an artist. This has given me a whole new launch pad in so many ways. I can't wait till next year. I can't wait.
Now, very quickly, can you just tell me about that one print that you've made there? I'm
Sure.
just curious about it. Go ahead.
Well, this is called Falling. And because I work from the inside out, as most artists do, this is a self-portrait of me falling while helicopters are still flying, and my helicopter blades are also down there with me. I've had a lot of falling in the last few years. This is the best therapy in the world. Get out what's happening to you on paper. This is me falling from a divorce, from a job loss. I've gotten through the divorce and I've been rehired, but this is something that happened to me a few months ago and I started thinking about the idea. It's going to be a part of a series of my life, and I like to put some humor and sarcasm into it because that's who I am. And it's not, my stuff isn't going to change the world, but it helps me feel good about what I'm doing, and if you can smile at it or just look at it, it makes me feel great.
Okay, if you could just tell me your name and your profession.
My name is Marge Boyle. I'm a retired English teacher, high school English teacher. I taught for 39 years, and I'm retired now.
So tell me, what brings you to aTi and what has brought you back year after year?
This is my third summer, but over about 7 years. And when I came both other times, I took a verbal as my major. I took poetry writing the first time, I took storytelling the second, and I took oil painting as my minor because I thought that it would help round me out, because unfortunately I never had art in school. I went to Catholic school and in Philadelphia, and I'm 66, so when I was in school there were so many children and we just never had art, and I didn't know anything at all about painting or drawing. And then I came here, I just took it the first time I needed to fill out my schedule. And I found that it was so engrossing, and I loved being in the studio, and I loved how other people around me saw things. And it helped me see art, which I've always loved and looked at differently. And then the year I took storytelling, it actually gave me a whole new thing for my whole